Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. It is Sunday night. Once again, thanks for waiting. I see a few of you are on already, which is awesome. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks Commentary live stream. It is Sunday night, June the 14th. So I see, it's awesome that you guys are here. Looks like it might be a smaller crowd tonight, which is fine. I'm okay with that. While you're waiting, if you want to you're waiting, I'm here already, but if you want to give the video a thumbs up already and just presume that it's going to go well, that's fine with me. I always appreciate the love. And I appreciate that you are tuning in, no matter where you are. Like I always say, whether you're in my neighborhood of Steveston, in Richmond, whether you are in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or maybe across the world, like my friend Anula is sometimes from Sweden, I appreciate you. I know you could be doing anything else. You could be watching TV, watching Netflix, playing video games, sleeping, going for a jog, whatever you do on a Sunday night. But I know that you are here, so thank you. And I see a lot of familiar names, a lot of new names, and I'm gonna try and, I'll do my usual. I'll make sure that my intro is always less than 5 minutes, and then I'll go straight to your questions for sure. So a few things. I had a very busy weekend. As you guys know, I'm a Roman Catholic, and I run religious ed. I not only work for the Archdiocese of Vancouver as my job, but I do religious ed. I run the religious education program for our kids at the parish. So this weekend, I was at all 5 masses at our parish. One of them was a live stream mass, and we basically, our grade 2 students, 50 of them, 10 at each mass, received their first communion, which was pretty exciting. So that was a good time. If you're a Catholic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that was good. And then everything's good. Gail's still teaching, last 2 weeks of school, looking forward to that. Sean is still going through his summer semester. He just finished his first year. Jacob finishing off grade 11, and and my daughter Kayla is in grade 7, so she will be confirmed. Also another Catholic rite that she'll be getting at the end of this month. So that's pretty exciting. As for me, things are good. I'm not studying, not taking my master's, and I'm very grateful because I've actually been busier over the past 6 weeks than I have been maybe the entire year. Maybe it's because of COVID, maybe it's because of church stuff. But yeah, so I can't wait till hockey comes in. I'll find a way to cover Canucks games in there. I'm sure I'll move a couple other priorities, but everything's going well for me. Staying active, staying healthy, and yes, Alfred, you notice I cut my hair about an hour ago. I hope you guys like it. Makes my head look even shinier, but at least all of my white hair is gone. But that's okay. I cut my hair every 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, enough about my hair. I got 2 minutes to wrap up what I vlogged about this week. So I had a full week of vlogs. I did 7 vlogs since my last live stream. And I know I did vlogs I started the week off by talking about Michael Furlan actually, and the hope that he might actually come back ahead of Josh Levo when the Canucks return to play. Then on Tuesday, I vlogged about Jacob Markstrom being the Canucks nominee for the Masterton Trophy, and that is every team nominates a player, perseverance, leadership, and dedication. Obviously, Jacob Markstrom has all 3 of those things in spades. Don't know if he's going to be a finalist, though, although, really good story about losing his dad to cancer. That part's not good, but the fact that Markstrom was able to fight through that and then play so well. But there are a lot of, and I made this point in my vlog, there are a lot of really good stories throughout the league. Every single city, every single team has a feel-good story like that. So we'll see, but I think it's, to celebrate all 31 stories is pretty cool. So that's what I vlogged about on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, I vlogged about Josh Levo and the fact that his injury comes at a really bad time because he's a UFA after the season. So will the Canucks actually bring him back? 1 or 2 years cheap. Will he have any bargaining power? Then on Wednesday night, I vlogged about the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas being named a hub city. It hasn't been official, but I've heard from 3 or 4 different sources, and I took a little bit of risk. I usually don't like to do clickbait. As you guys know, I don't like to report on rumors, but I had it on good authority. And then I admit I was a little nervous Thursday and Friday, but as I started to hear more and more that was indeed likely going to be the case, I stand by my story, I stand by my sources, but I always say I'm a vlogger, I'm not a reporter, so don't come to me for the first, thinking that I'll be the first in the know, but you can come to me for Canucks insight that's both positive and timely, as I like to say as I start off my vlogs. So that was Wednesday night. Took a break on Thursday, but I interviewed Corey Hergott on Thursday night, and then on Friday I released that vlog, and that's, Corey covered the Utica Comets for 3 years straight, so we had a really good Zoom chat. That was me and Corey. I released that on Friday. Then yesterday, I'm just looking, I talked about Tyler Toffoli and the fact that his agent told Rick Dollywall that he likes the city and he likes the direction of the team. And then today, because it's Sunday, was my Ask Me Anything. and had a lot of fun with that. And boom, my timer says 5 minutes. So let's go. I will go to the top and I will scroll down and we'll go Jarhead. That's really, I can't wait to answer Jarhead's question. I'll probably get to it in about 10 minutes by the time I'm done, but that's a good question, Jarhead. I'll make sure I get to that. So I'm gonna answer your questions. As you guys know, I don't bring my boys down or Kayla down anymore, at least not for now, letting them concentrate on their studies, their church, whatever they're doing. And because I only do these once a week now, I want it to be, I'm selfish, even though you guys might want to see my kids more, but maybe I'll bring them down at the end of the year, at the end of June. And by the way, next week, you may have seen, I tweeted about this. It's what I call the Clay Tridium, which is a Christian term, or the Clay Trifecta, which is a non-Christian term. The 3 best consecutive days of the year coming up next weekend. And I'm going to live stream right in the middle of it. On Saturday, the 20th, it's the first day of summer, my favorite season of the year. Sunday, the 21st, it's Father's Day, a day where I don't have to do anything and Gail and the kids can do stuff for me. But basically they say that that's like my regular everyday life. And then I'll live stream Sunday night. And then on Monday, the 22nd, that's my birthday. So that is my birthday, Monday, June the 22nd. So maybe you guys will be really nice to me, even nicer to me than usual on Sunday night, the 21st. Because that will be basically an hour before my birthday begins. Okay, so that's next weekend. Let's get to your questions. HSM Fangirl Gaming, always first. Hey Clay, do you think that the NHL would let some family members of the players attend some games, but social distance from other families? Yes, my answer is yes. Everything I've heard indicates that they're working on, it's gonna be a massive negotiating point, but everything I've heard sounds like they're gonna try and figure out a way where immediate family can come. I don't know for the entire thing. Remember, some teams are gonna be bounced after the play-in round. You lose 8 teams right away, but we'll see. I think they're going to find a way. I just don't see the players agreeing to being away from their families for 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months if you're a finalist. Yes, there's a bit of sacrifice that's involved with being a pro athlete, but I still think that's a big ask. So I think that's gonna be a big negotiating point. So to answer your question, HSM Fangirl Gaming, I do think they're gonna let some family members in. How that looks, I do not know. Rob says, hi, that's a good question. It'll be nice to hear what Clay says, but I think so. We'll allow some family in. There you go. Yes. What do you think? And HSM Fangirl says, I don't know. That's probably why she asked. No problem. And then she says, Clay, I noticed on Instagram that you and Marie Huey were working on something, parody perhaps. Yes, I posted, if you follow me on Instagram, at Clayton Emo, my full name, I did put on Instagram that yesterday, me and my son helping Marie film a music video. And it's not a parody, it's nothing to do with me or the Canucks or anything like that. It was actually, we got hired to do a music video for basically a high school grad that's coming up in the area. So a parent hired us to do this video, and then we will be, I can't say what school it is just in case somehow someone from that school is watching, but they'll be showing this at their grad ceremony later this month. So it was really fun. It was a parody. It was a parody song for sure, but it's nothing to do with the Canucks. But the 6 musicians that Marie had with her, and Marie, so Marie actually did the lyrics. We were lip syncing for the music video. They were lip syncing. Me and my 2 sons were filming it and editing it. And the 6 musicians though, they are so wicked. They could actually probably play the song just as well as the instrumental track that Marie recorded too. So all in all, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, thank you for asking. But no, that was working with Marie, but not on something Canucks related. Alfred, hi Clay, I hope you and your family are doing well. We are. I'm doing fine. Alfred, you knew I was going to ask you how you're doing, but thank you for asking. Yes, we are great, and I hope you are as well. Thank you, Alfred. Always appreciate you asking me. This may be a slim chance, but what if a player from one of the qualifying teams gets infected and then spreads it to the entire team? What would happen to the team then? Well, there's no doubt that the team would be pulled from the competition. You can't have a team full of people with COVID playing against another team, because you know that they simply cannot avoid not being close to each other while you're playing an NHL game. I heard that maybe they're going to be tested every second day at least. And I heard that it's as soon as you get, like, they might let 1 or 2 players from a team get it, but anything more than that, not let them get it, but you know what I mean, they'd still play. But anything more than 2, I think once it hits the 3rd player, they'd have to shut that team down. So it's very unfortunate. So that's why a lot of people don't think that the NHL should even return to play. They think it's fueled by money. Of course, as a fan, I would like it to happen, but only if it makes sense, if it's safe. And you could take as many precautions as you can, just like we did at the church all day today. but all it takes is for one slip or one accident. So hopefully, no one in my church had COVID this morning, and hopefully none of the NHL players, but we know that at least there's been four or five teams now that have had players that have been tested positive. Thankfully, it's not spreading apparently, but you never know. It's so crazy. It's so tough to say, but we will see what happens. Great question. Lastly, what actions will the league take if they were to happen? Yeah, I think it depends. If it's they would probably test everyone right away, and then if it's only a team as opposed to everyone else, maybe that team forfeits. I know it's so hard to say, but if it's contained within the team somehow and they catch it early, you could shut down that team without shutting down the whole playoffs. So we will see, Alfred. Hopefully that won't happen, but that will be a fascinating situation. Nuts and bolts. So Clay, Canucks versus Wild, aka Roaring Thunder mashup, Katy Perry, Imagine Dragons, YouTube music video by DJ Plapjack. Yeah, video about Katy Perry stuck in the wild jungle and goes Roaring Thunder. Okay, nuts and bolts. I have no clue what you said, but I know that you comment on my videos often, so thank you for that. And yes, you always talk about this Katy Perry, Imagine Dragons. So maybe I better look this up if it's real, because I feel like I've wronged you if I haven't looked that up. So I will do that afterwards if there's such thing as a Katy Perry, Imagine Dragons mashup. And then, and you always mention Roaring Thunder, so I guess that is the mashup. Okay, I will check it out. I promise you, nuts and bolts. Thank you. Michael, go Canucks. Michael, I agree with you. Go Canucks. Austin, hey Clay, it's been a while. Yes, it has been, Austin. Where you been, man? Hope you are staying safe during these scary times. Yeah, we've been good, being active, both in and out of work, in and out of church, and I'm starting to slowly open up my bubble, but things are okay. But thank you for asking, Austin. I hope you are okay as well. Don't be a stranger. Ryan, hey brother, I'm not able to stay for long. I'm working DJing tonight. Oh, sweet. Ryan's a DJ. I did not know that, Ryan. You don't seem like the DJ type, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I just don't picture you as a DJ. That's awesome. So at least you're working. I'm not sure if you're working your real job. Not that DJing is not a real job. You know what I mean. But I'm glad that you're DJing, and that's cool. What type of music is it? I'm a 90s R&B guy. I don't know if any of you guys were born in the 90s. If you were born in the 90s, no, not born in the 90s. Of course, many of you were born in the 90s. If you know what 90s R&B is, give me a thumbs up or give me a like. Not a, like, say something in the comments. Say hello or say hi, me or whatever. Because I know I'm the oldest one in here, or if not the second oldest or oldest. Okay, Alfred knows 90s R&B. I figured. Oh, Edmund, Boyz II Men classic. Okay, that's awesome. So thumbs up from Alfred, Boyz II Men. Real Dread calls me boomer. It's actually funnier to respond to these comments in real time, but I'll never keep up. So I got to go in order. But those are really funny. Okay, I'll get back to those. Alfred, nice haircut, by the way. Thank you. Yes, I did cut it an hour ago, as I mentioned. Thank you. Jarhead, hey, Clay, nice to hear you had a good weekend. Yeah, I had a really good weekend and busy, but it was good. Jarhead, I hope you had a good weekend as well. Nicholas, what do you expect out of Podkolzin? Good question, Nicholas. I expect a lot. I expect him to be a middle six forward. So he might not be a a top line winger, but he could be. But I expect him at minimum to be a second line winger. And sure, you could say that about Jake Virtanen, drafted 5th overall. We know that might not happen, or 6th overall, I should say. But for Podkolzin, we've heard him compared to Messier in his leadership, and we've seen the way he played in the World Juniors. I fully expect Podkolzin to be at least a second liner, if not a guy who could do first line minutes. But if we're looking at a top 6 3 years from now, imagine that Tyler Toffoli does sign and maybe Pearson doesn't. But even without Toffoli, you could run out a top 6, just hear me out here, of Pettersson, Miller, Besser, and then Horvat, Podkolzin, Höglander, right? You can put Höglander on both sides of Horvat. That would be pretty cool. And if either Podkolzin or Höglander aren't ready yet, and you still have Toffoli, then you're looking at a top 7, so to speak, of Besser, Pettersson, Miller, Toffoli, Horvat, Podkolzin, Höglander. That sounds good to me. So yeah, I expect Höglander to be a second liner for many years to come. And if he can do some first line spelling off, that's awesome as well. Be on the power play for sure, and wreaking havoc. So that's what I expect from him. Thank you. Good question, Nicholas. Michael, like the cut, man. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I'm an advocate of short hair, obviously. Do it every 2 or 3 weeks. Edmund, hey Clay, haven't checked your latest interview, but I'm sure it was good. Did you cut your own hair today? So thank you. Yeah, my interview was with Corey Hergott. He covered the Utica Comets for 3 years, and yeah, it was very good. It was a tad longer than my other ones, but that's because Corey had some very, very detailed answers, all good answers, very interesting. And he had a lot of very insightful things to say about the team, about the organization, especially about the players. So I do encourage you to check it out, Edmund, when you have time. And yes, I do cut my own hair. I do the front, the top, the sides, the back, and then my wife Gail comes in and she makes sure that I haven't missed anything, and she kind of evens out the back for me. But yeah, I do it every 2 to 3 weeks because, you know, you got to do that when you want to be the founder of the GLCPC. I'm totally kidding. But I think it would look the exact same if I didn't cut it. I'd just get kicked out of public places, which I don't want to do. Jarhead, man, I really hope they bring back Levo. I agree, Jarhead. He is such a good value. You know, 1.2 million this year. He's not going to have any bargaining power because he got hurt, unfortunately. And he can play in your top line if you absolutely need him, but he's more suited for a third line. But he could play up to your second line a little bit. He's done that over his year and a half here. So, but we'll see. There's going to be a log jam in the bottom six for sure. Jarhead, have you been to Vegas, Clay? Any wild Vegas stories? So Jarhead, yeah, I've been to Vegas. I'm not sure. This may surprise you. Let me know in your comments right now. Would it surprise you, because I'm not lying, if I told you that I've been to Vegas 8 or 9 times? So I've been for 3 or 4 stags, including my own. I've been on my honeymoon to Vegas. I've been there for a youth conference, so that's 6. So yeah, 3 or 4 stags. So let's say 3 stags. 3 stags in Vegas, my honeymoon, a youth conference, believe it or not, then a vacation with my wife, Gail, and then 2 trips with my family. Yeah, so at least 8 times to Vegas. I don't gamble a lot, but I do like to play blackjack and poker. Actually came in second in the tournament down there. Very small, like just 1 table tournament. So I do enjoy poker, no limit. But basically, I don't play any little crazy like pineapple and high-low Omaha crazy stuff. So I play poker, I play blackjack a little bit, but I try to obviously do that in moderation. And no crazy Vegas stories, but okay, there's one funny one. It was for my own stag, and I'm showing my age. There's a song by called Tequila. It's the song that goes in the Pee Wee Herman movies, and it goes na 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 na. You may recognize that, even though my brutal's singing. So this club we were in, they said for this entire song, tequila shots are free. So for that 2.5-minute song, tequila shots are free. Alfred, you'll appreciate the story. But I don't drink. You guys know I don't drink, right? I only drink pop and water and juice. So for that song, I actually ran into the bathroom and I locked myself into a stall. And I could hear my friends, I couldn't hear them in the club, but I knew my friends were looking for me to try and, get me to drink tequila shots. I even heard one friend come into the washroom and look for me, but didn't see me. So yeah, for 2.5 minutes, I hid in a stall because I'm such a wimp. So that was maybe my funniest Vegas story. I've had a couple other stories that aren't, that scandalous or whatever, because I don't drink, don't go to strip clubs, and I only gamble a little bit. We like seeing shows for sure. We like walking the strip, and my kids love it there. So yeah, I've been to Vegas 8 times. So if that surprises you, then that's great. I surprised you with something. Yeah, and then on my last trip to Vegas, when I was there with my family, I met Louie, who's VGK, Vegas Golden Knights coverage, and we went to a Vegas Golden Knights Minnesota Wild game of all teams. So maybe I was just scouting for this, the 2 years early for this play-in tournament. Edmund, did you get a chance to watch Backlash? If you do, watch Orton versus Edge, a good match. No, Edmund, I did not watch it. I know the results, and yeah, I heard it's a good match. Obviously they taped it earlier so they could edit it a little bit. Don't know why they called it the greatest wrestling match ever. That was so stupid from the very start, but I'm glad it was a good match. I will check it out, or at least I'll check out the highlights. Thanks, Edmund. Nuts and bolts. Okay, here we go again. Remember, since November 29, I've been telling you about that Roaring Thunder mashup song, Clay. That, Clay, is a pinpoint accuracy that I myself was never able to explain. Okay, I got to know, because I don't know, nuts and bolts, if this is something that actually is there, or if you keep telling me about it. Imagine Dragons. I'm typing this in. Can you see it? Oh, you probably can't see. I have to go way over here. Imagine Dragons, Katy Perry mashup. Ah, there it is. Roar Thunder. Okay, DJ Flapjack. I will put it on right now and listen to it. No, not the whole thing, but. We got dancing, no music. Okay. Nuts and bolts, I am sorry. I did not know this was a real song, and you've been telling me about it for 6 months now. So, okay, I'm gonna watch this whole thing as soon as I won't make you guys watch me watch it, but I won't do a reaction video either, but I will watch this as soon as we're done, nuts and bolts, and thank you. I will give you my opinion. But thanks for being so persistent. Justin Lai, hi Clay. Hello, Justin. How are things going? Any predictions on the second hub city? Think it'll be a Canadian city? Great questions, Justin. I think the second city will be Toronto or Vancouver. I really do. And the Athletic said the same thing as well. Toronto, though, their COVID's all over the place. But I heard from one article in the Athletic that they don't like the Edmonton hotel situation. I would love it if it's Vegas and Vancouver. But do you have two teams in the same time zone? Do you have two teams from the Western Conference? But actually, I don't think they're going to care about West versus East. They just care that they find the two best hub cities. So I do think it'll be a Canadian city. A bit of money savings there, and I do think it'll be. I'd love it to be Vancouver, but I know Toronto's got the best setup, but they don't have the best COVID situation. I've also heard that Chicago might be a front runner as well. Maybe Columbus, maybe LA. Definitely not Minnesota anymore, and likely maybe not Dallas. So we will see. Great questions, but I'm curious to see who it is. Jarhead, do you make enough from YouTube to take your family out to a nice dinner every month? That's a very fair question, Jarhead. Yeah, I can tell you guys, I make enough to answer your question, I could take my family to one nice dinner a month with my YouTube earnings, but no more than that, just one nice dinner. So, my subscriber base, I actually think it should be higher because I think I do good stuff, but I've been kind of stagnant in this 4,500 subs range for a while, and it's fine. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very happy for, the Lego Rocks and the Gravites of the world that Rob Talks Hockey that have 10, 15,000 subscribers. That's awesome. I'm very happy for them. I'm truly 0% jealous. I'm not that kind of guy because those guys put a lot of work in their videos, a lot of editing. But I just kind of like doing it as a hobby, and I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to build my subscriber base like crazy. I just do it because I like doing it. I hope I do good content, relevant, timely content for you. But yes, not so much from the donations to these, which I will take care of, but rather from the just the small ads every day. They add up, and yes, I can do one dinner a month with my family if I wanted to, or just put it into some other stuff, reinvest it into some other stuff we are doing. Jarhead. Oh no, I just asked that. Nux, hi Clay, how are you doing? I'm great, Nux649. Hope you are doing well and your school is going okay. Justin, hi to everyone else here tonight. Hope you're all well too. Oh, Justin, good guy, looking out for everyone. Edmund, I think NHL testing will be the same extent the UFC is doing. Dana White has more than 7 tests done on him for COVID. Wow. Yeah, UFC were the first out of the gate, the first organized sports league to be doing stuff. And yeah, they're doing a good job of it, for sure. Rios, hey Clay, hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Rios, hope you're doing well as well. Thanks for being here. Alfred, thumbs up. Yeah, there we go. Boys to Men, Boomer, just kidding. Jarhead, went to the TLC concert at Peony. Jarhead, remind me how old you are. I think TLC was around before you were born though, right? But that's cool. Rob, I am 50. I could be the oldest one here. Yeah, Rob, you and I are within 4 years of each other. Well, I'm turning 46 on next Monday, June 22nd. And that's cool that we're within 5 years. Oh, Jarhead, you graduated 94. I'm so sorry, Jarhead. I had you mixed up. That's cool. Then you're only 2 years younger than I am. I'm a grad of 92. So that's awesome. So it sounds like Rob's 50, I'm 45 going on 46. And that means Jarhead is 43 or 44. So maybe we are the three elder statesmen here. Justin Lai, Boys to Men, Montel Jordan. There you go. Jarhead, I still listen to 90s music. Me too. That's my playlist for sure. Edmund, curious, did Corey say anything about Oli Ulevi? Yeah, Edmund, I encourage you to watch the vlog. Go to about the 30-minute mark or so. I don't know the exact timestamp, but he did talk about Oli Ulevi, and he talked about him for a good 2 or 3 minutes. What he basically said was Ulevi was having a good season, really good defensively. Like, he blocked shots. He's very, he reminded Corey of Chris Tanev in the way that he's willing to put his body on the line and willing to block a lot of shots, which is really good. That's a good thing to hear. He also said what we knew, that he's not very fast. So when he gets beat badly, and he's not quick enough to turn and pivot, which is kind of scary. So he's great if he's in front of the, opposing player, but not so good when he's trying to play catch up. And then he actually made a point saying that Corey said that this COVID break is actually being the most beneficial for Ulevi, given he was having some hip trouble at the end of the season, and this will give him a chance to fully recover. So he expects Juolevi to have a crack, have a shot at making the Canucks lineup next season. So yes, he did talk about him. Make sure you check out the vlog. He talked about Juolevi, he talked about Michael DiPietro, guys I talked about, Colin. I mean, guys I asked about. So it was good. It was really good. Nuck 649. Wow, Jarhead. Holy. Okay, that was about me going to Vegas 8 times I think. Because I'm such a Vegas guy, right? Rome. Yes, Corey spoke a little about Juolevi. Thank you, Rome. I know you watched it and you've been commenting. Thanks, Rome. I appreciate you taking the time. I do appreciate. Jarhead, I thought you wouldn't fit in the Sin City. Yeah, Jarhead, that's kind of why it's a little bit ironic or not the best fit. But heck, if I went to a Catholic Youth Leaders Conference there, then I think I can bring my family there. But yeah, 8 times to Vegas. You guys know, anyone who's old enough to go, it's cheap to fly down there. If you gamble, you can win your money back. I don't recommend doing that. And there's obviously shows, shopping, good weather, pools, whatever you want. Rios, that's surprising. I thought you've only been there once with Vegas Golden Knight cover. Oh, thanks, Rios, for remembering that. Yes, no, that was my 8th time. That was the last time I was there. It was 2 years ago. Nux, happy face, sideways, hilarious, LOL. Okay, that was tequila. So everything about my tequila story. Jordan, I wish I could have been at your stag. That would have been a blast. I don't know. I'm a pretty boring guy. Like we went to a couple of clubs and my friends drank. I didn't. We did some of the sports stuff, some golfing, some of those amusement parks, saw a couple shows, did a bit of gambling, hanging out in the pool. Yeah, it was fun. Tell you what, Jarhead, if I get married again and have another stag, I will invite you. You can be my best man. How's that? Deal. You guys heard it here first. If I ever get married again, because I'm still married, right? But if Jarhead can be my best man for sure. Rome, hey, I thought what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's true, but when you're like me, nothing really happens in Vegas, so you want to share at least one story once in a while. Reels, Canucks won the Stanley Cup today, beating the Lightning 5-2, PD with a Hattie, Conn Smythe DeMarc. That's right, Rios. When this COVID break started, we were pretending that we were following the schedule, and we were pretending that the Vancouver Canucks were blowing by the competition. And yeah, the Stanley Cup final would be right now. I would love to see a Canucks Lightning final. That would be amazing. 2 of my 3 favorite teams with Winnipeg sandwich in the middle. Alfred, if the league resumes play, would you host a Canuck playoff gathering? Are you talking about me personally, Alfred? I've joked around about doing a tweet up at my house. I think if the league resumes play and then overall there was, we're in phase 3 or phase 4, whatever it is in BC, and we're allowed to expand our bubbles. Yeah, I would consider getting some people together, whether it's at my place. Then you can have a house tour in person or maybe at a pub somewhere or a restaurant. Yeah, I would consider it. So, Alfred, why don't you work with me on that? We'll talk about that. Brock Besser, hello. Hello, Brock. Nice to see you. Glenn, you watched Greatest Match, All-Time Edge versus Randy Orton early tonight. Yeah, no, Glenn, I haven't watched it yet, but I will probably check out. I'll read recaps for sure, and I'll probably check out highlights when I can. Thanks for asking. A lot of wrestling fans in here. Wait, if it's Vancouver and Vegas for Hub City, Vancouver's going to play Vegas because home advantage. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, and I guess that's the tricky part about West versus East. If you have 2 teams from one conference, but I honestly think that NHL is not worried about that. And truly, what is home ice advantage when there's no fans, right? They'll deem one team the home team and one team the away team because of line changes, right? Because of the rules that go with that and what side, which way you go, which direction you go, where your bench is. But technically, there's going to be no home ice advantage because there's no crowd. There's Jarhead. No, I'm grad 94. Cool, I'm grad 92. Brad, do you watch The Hockey Guy? Do you like him? No, I don't watch The Hockey Guy, but I like him. From what I've seen, he seems like a really nice guy. He makes time for his fans, and I know he's very generous with his time and with his resources. So I do like Shannon. I've never met him. He seems like a really likable person, but no, I don't watch his videos. Not because I'm jealous or anything. I just, he's not at the top of my list to watch. But I know he's cranking. He's doing awesome. He's got 130,000 subscribers or whatever. So I'm happy for him because I like him, but I don't watch his videos. Nyquist, how do you like the Canucks' chances against the Wild? I like them. I think the Canucks are going to win in 4. Been saying that for a while. It's going to be a very tight, close series, but I think the Canucks can win in 4. Rios, Nyquist, what up? Love your channel. Yes, Nyquist. I should have said that, but I knew this. I knew this comment was coming up. Nyquist, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, you're another great YouTube vlogger. Not that I'm great. I was saying in comparison to the other guys I talked about, guys like Lego Rocks, Gravite, Rob the Hockey Guy, And then Nyquist is doing some great stuff as well. So make sure you give him a sub if you haven't already. Thanks for popping on here. Yeah, and like I said, now that I have both comments in my view, I think the Canucks will beat the Wild in 4. I like the matchup. I like the Canucks youth, and I like their offensive firepower. I'd say Minnesota has the advantage on the back end, and I would say if Markstrom plays well and into his regular season form, I think the Canucks have an advantage in goaltending. So I'll take the Canucks in 4. Brock, hey, Nyquist. Yeah, it's kind of like we have a celebrity in here with Nyquist in here. Thank you for being here. Edmund, I saw you watch Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse. It's a great movie. Yeah, I've never even heard of it. This is how non-pop culture cool I am. But only Sean had seen it, but Jacob, Kayla, and Gail hadn't seen it, and I hadn't seen it. So Sean had seen it, but the 4 of us hadn't. We watched it last night. It was amazing. It was wonderful. And then for those of you who don't know, I posted on Facebook only. So if you're a Facebook friend, you saw this. Then I found a spider in my bathroom this morning. This was 8 hours after watching Into the Spider-Verse. It was above my mirror. I couldn't reach it with my hand, so I knocked it with a towel. Great aim, great accuracy. I got him on the first try. But then I couldn't find him. I looked for 15 minutes. I looked in the toilet, behind the toilet, in the sink, on the shower curtain, in the shower, under the mats, in my toothbrush, whatever. I couldn't find him, and I was almost late for church. I was freaked out. It was on my mind all day because I hate spiders. I'm the biggest wimp. And then when I came home, I went to go do number 1. I lifted up the toilet seat, and then the spider fell into the toilet water. So I don't know if he was on the toilet seat. I don't know if he fell from the toilet bowl. I don't know if he was on me, if he was on the ceiling. I'm just grateful that we found him. It was scary. And yes, Elfrin took the words out of my mouth. I've been saying spiders are jerks. And actually, I tweeted that today. I said, spiders are jerks. That's the tweet. That's it. Spiders are jerks. Yes, but it was a great movie. Justin. Rios, I thought of that too. What if Vegas meets Vancouver where they play if Vancouver was the other city? Home ice for someone, which is why I really don't think Vancouver has a chance anymore. Justin, that's totally fair, and I hear that, but I truly don't think it's... I guess I shouldn't downplay it. If you're used to playing the rink, you're used to the way the ice is, you're used to the boards, the way they bounce. Yeah, I guess there is more than just the crowd to home ice advantage. So that's a great point too. But we'll see. I would certainly hope they don't pick an Eastern team just because Vegas is the West, and if so, then it would be Toronto or Columbus in my mind. Rios, you low-key should that big screen outside your house. So what Rios is talking about is this big screen right there. That's the one that we played our NHL 20, that epic matchup 2 weekends ago on. Yeah, you know what's really funny is on the other side of this wall is where we have our fire pit and our couches, and we sit there, and we've joked around about putting a little mini projector and a screen outside. But then why would we do that when just on the other side of that wall we have this nice TV? So yeah, I'll have all you guys over. How's that once we're allowed to? And we'll do it. Okay, Alfred will plan it. That's awesome. Jarhead, man, that sounds like a perfect stag. I'm pretty boring too. All right, well, me and you, Jarhead, we are both boring guys, grads of the mid-90s. Haha, Dio, not sure your wife will approve. You never know. Sometimes I get on Gail's nerves, but yeah, I think she likes being married to me. She should, right? It's Clay, not Clay. Rome, Nyquist, hey, enjoy your channel as well. Yes, awesome, Nyquist. We all do enjoy your channel. Yeah, it's awesome that you're here. Justin, but would love to have Vancouver hosted as it will be boom for restaurants and businesses. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that. It's actually going to not make a massive dent, a massive uptick in the economy, but every little bit helps, obviously, for any city that's hurting, and every city is hurting, right? Whether it's restaurants or businesses or stores, malls, hotels, of course. So I think every little bit helps, but I have been saying that it's not like it's going to be a massive financial boon for the team for the city that is hosting. But obviously, anything is better than nothing. Jarhead, what's your favorite sports bar to watch hockey, by the way, or do you just chill at home? Jarhead, great question. No, I usually watch at home. I often have friends over and watch at home. I rarely go to somewhere to watch a game in a bar. So I've never watched a game in Rogers, the sports bar at Rogers Arena, because I'm actually usually in the arena, right? And for the away games, I'll usually watch from home. I like watching with my wife, Gail, or friends, or my kids at home. And that's usually what I do. But, I've watched the odd game at Boston Pizza, but I'm not a big go to a bar because, why spend I guess you could spend $4 on a Pepsi and then refill it 8 times and make it worth it. Or I can just go to Freshco and buy something really cheap. Great question, Jarhead. What's yours, by the way? Oh, yeah, I forgot to say that. When you ask a question, that's awesome, but I would love your answer to your question, too. So, Jarhead, when you say, what's your favorite sports bar to watch hockey, you tell me what yours is as well, and that way I can kind of bounce off of that as well. So, Jarhead, What's your favorite sports bar? For anyone else, where do you guys watch Canucks hockey games? Rios, yee. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah. Alfred, spiders are jerks. Oh, the worst. Dexter, here we go. It's always the best feeling when you absolutely bash a fly out of midair with your hand. Yeah, Dexter, whether it's bash it with your hand, whether it's catch it in chopsticks like I can do. No, I can't do that. Whether it's, karate chopping one out of the midair, or I don't know, do you guys have those bug zappers? Those are pretty awesome where you can zap. They're good for fruit flies, obviously. That's the best use. But for flies, for bugs, if anyone has one of those zappers, that's pretty cool too. I'm sounding like I'm a bit of a sadist, but no. I like killing bugs because I absolutely hate them. Yes, Joshua Griffith. Hey, Josh, nice to see you. Damn right they are tuning in late, but happy to be here. Josh, happy to have you, and keep up the good work on your Twitter and your YouTube channel as well. Wow, we have Nyquist. Yes, spiders are the most evil creatures on the planet. I hear you, brother. Me and you. Ryan, I'm playing 90s hip hop, R&B. There you go. 200s hip hop. I think that means 2000s, because if there was hip hop in the 200s, that would be some pretty. Now that's what you call vintage for sure. 2000s hip hop and house. I told on Instagram Live that I DJ. Oh, sweet. That's awesome, Ryan, that you DJ. Joshua, it's frustrating trying to be a journalist, sports guy, trying to compete with you when you're so good looking. Oh, Josh, you're too good to me. You bring the content and I'll bring the looks. No, that's pretty bad on my side. You bring the content and the looks. I'm just trying to do my part. Joshua, you are a lifetime GLCPC member. My TV is so huge. I didn't mean to be that so show-offy. Yeah, it's a decent size. It's 60 or 62 inches, but it fills up the wall really nicely, admittedly. But thank you, Joshua. We're going to have everyone over, and then we can all watch on it. HSN Fangirl. Oh, it's good that you're still here. I know HSN Fangirl, you're usually the first one in the comment, and then I think you kind of be quieter for the rest, but I'm glad that you're still here. I wish I could join the party, but flights are expensive due to me. So HSN Fangirl, maybe I'll have to fly out to you and we can watch a game, but I'd have to make a lot more money on YouTube to make that happen. But that's awesome. At least we got to, I was in the same city as you a few years ago, even though we didn't get a chance to meet back then. Brock, would you rather have Ferland on the third or second line? Brock, great question. Right now on the third line, I think, imagine a line with him and Vertanen surrounding Gaudette. That would be amazing. That would be huge. They'd be fast, they'd be skilled, they'd be able to smoke guys. Yeah, and right now with our team as it is, Brock, I don't want to disrupt the top six, and I'm fine with Pearson playing in that top six right now. But Ferland does have that, versatility to go up and down, for sure. Rio says third line. Yep. Nyquist says nothing beats having friends over to watch games. I agree. In fact, my favorite memory of having friends over was January 2012, Vancouver versus Boston. The first time that Vancouver played Boston after the Stanley Cup final where they lost. I called it my Ruin the Bruins party. It had 40 people in here. TV was actually a lot smaller, and we watched Vancouver beat Boston. That was Cody Hodgson, bar down, right? In that I think we won 4-1 or something like that, but it was a good win. Didn't make up for losing the Stanley Cup though. Kai, how's the stream going? You have to ask everyone else, but I think it's going great. I think the conversation's been really good questions. Edmund, Shark Club for me, but I go for UFC pay-per-views. That's cool. Brock Besser, I have one. I can't remember what I asked, Brock, that you said I have one. What did I ask and said you have one? Was that a spider? No. Remind me what I asked, Brock, when you said I have one. I can't remember now. Nuts and bolts, spiders are jerks, so that explains the movie reboots. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, spiders are jerks. Rios, none of my friends like hockey. Well, you got to get some new friends. I'm just kidding. That's too bad, though. But at least they would never get in the way when you're trying to look at the TV. Snakes, Dexter says snakes are worse than spiders. Yeah, I agree, but usually you don't find a snake in your house. At least I don't. Although I did find a snake in a swimming pool in a hotel I was in once. That was a story and a half for sure. Ryan, 2000s, I gotcha. Alfred, I sometimes get worked up when even a fly get in the house. Okay, Alfred, I think you gotta take it. Oh, Brock, I bet you you're talking. Yeah, bug zapper, never mind. Alfred, yeah, flies are annoying, right? They're not gonna do anything to you, but they zzz, and you can hear them, and then you're looking around in your light, you're looking around in your blinds or whatever. Yeah, flies are pretty annoying, but at least I'm not afraid of the one biting me and killing me. Not that I'm afraid of. Actually, I am afraid of a spider doing that. Brock, I don't know why, but I hate moths. Yeah, they're annoying too. Yeah, I think there's a lot of common sentiment here that none of us like bugs. If you like bugs, let me know down below, but I won't tell you to bug off. That was horrible. Rob, I watched the Canucks games at my condo. Got a 65-inch TV a few weeks before the shutdown. Before that, on a 49-inch TV. Wow, Rob. See, the older you get, the bigger I think your TV can be. So Rob's a tiny bit older than me, and he's got a bigger TV. Rob, in all seriousness, that's really cool that you're watching on a 65-inch TV. That's massive. Joshua, watch it. Watch the games at home with friends. I agree with you, brother. Nux, I love watching the game at home or in my home theater. Oh, that's nice to have a nice home theater. Or Boston Pizza. Yeah, Boston Pizza is good because it's good food. And that's a place where you can get a pop and refill without feeling bad. I like going out to the bar if it's a big game and hang out with friends. That's cool, Jarhead. Can't beat the big screen at Boston Pizza. Yeah, Boston Pizza is good that way. Dexter, in 2011 at my grandpa's work, I got to smash a Bruins card. There's a lot there, Dexter. I'm not sure what your grandpa does for work. I'm not sure why he had a Bruins card. Maybe you can explain that down below. Alfred, when can we have a party at your place? I'll bring the goal horn. Anyone down for that? Clay, you down. Yeah, we'll have a party at my place, and then it'll be cool, right? We'll do it on a Sunday night or whatever, Saturday night, and then everyone can kind of be there on the couch and in my kitchen, and we can do like a live stream with 20 of us in the shot. I think that'll be kind of cool. So we will plan that once we get going. Brock Besser, Bug Zapper, Nyquist, Cody Hodgson is such a nice dude. Wish he got to play longer. Yeah, Nyquist, I don't know if you followed the story when he was in Vancouver. There are rumors that his dad was meddling a little bit with contract talks with the Canucks, and then he had a bit of injury trouble. But yeah, he could have been a good second or third line center for a while. But we know that his career kind of fizzled out in Buffalo and Nashville and so on and so forth. It's too bad, but he is a nice guy. And we really had high hopes for him here, especially after he did so well for Team Canada in the juniors. Mr. Pucker, 91, 4-3 was the result on January 12th, 2012. The Canucks versus Bruins. Thank you, Mr. Pucker. I appreciate that. Rios, Cody Hodgson bar down was absolute filthy. It was coming over the line, right, face-off circle, and boom. It was so nice. And you could just hear it ping. Probably a different sound than ping. It was like pong. No, that's not right. It's not a pong. What was it? Bing? No, that doesn't sound right either. It was good. Whatever it was really, really good. Ryan, hey Clay, in your honest opinion, what grade would you give Benning for the past year? For the past year, I would give Benning, if you're starting basically at the 2019 draft, right, June 22nd, 22nd, my birthday, I would give him a B+. I think he's had a good year. I think the fact that he made that JT Miller trade, which is good. He made the Tyler Toffoli trade, which I think was good. The fight with Judd Brackett, not so good. And he didn't sign any new contract extensions that hampered the team in the past year. But that all happened before, right? When he signed Sutter and Erickson and Beagle. So I think in the past year, I think Jim Benning has been very good, actually. And I give him a B+. Justin, if Ferland is deemed good to go, would you replace Roussel with him? I like Roussel, but in a short series, penalties could be an issue. Yeah, Roussel's tricky because he takes penalties. He drags his team in the fight with them, but he's also, he's great. He's loyal. He stands up for his teammates. That's a great question, Justin. I would like to see Ferland get a chance. And if I'm not worried that if Ferland gets hurt, that you can't replace him in the next game. That's okay. That's why you have expanded rosters. But I am worried that if he gets hurt near the start of a game, then you're down to 11 forwards for the rest of the game. That's a little risky, right? But if he's okay, yeah, I would try Ferland on the third line with Gaudette and Virtanen. Although they're not the most experienced line ever, but if you have home ice advantage and you can match your lines, I would try that for sure. I would try Ferland on the third line. Justin Hart, hey Clay, what's up? What's up, Justin? Thanks for being here from Texas. Rios, Nyquist, you think Lafreniere is getting captaincy next year? Psych. Not sure what that means, but I might. We'll see what they talk about. Joshua, moss fly right at your face. They do. They suck. Dexter, only bugs are bugs and cheese at Boston Pizza. Oh, that's a bad joke, but that's pretty funny. That's good. Brock, when I see a moth in my room, I'm running out of my room. Okay, so you're like 5,000 times bigger than the moth, right, Brock? HSN Fangirl Gaming, I found a bug. Don't know which one in my bathroom sink, but I squished it and flushed it down the sink. That's good. Doesn't sound like you were scared. Tayab, is it guaranteed that the Canucks will make the playoffs next year? No, I don't think it's guaranteed. In fact, some are arguing the Canucks are going to regress. Let's say we bring the same forwards. Will JT Miller play as well? Will Pettersson play as well? Will Toffoli still be here? Will Markstrom have as good a year as he did this season? And what about our D? If we lose both Tanev and Stetcher, our D could conceivably become worse next year. So, yeah, granted, Hughes, Besser, Horvat, Pettersson, they're all going to be a year older and better. But what about the incremental improvements to our team? So, actually, some people are worried that the Canucks don't make the playoffs next year. So if that happens, the best case scenario is we beat Minnesota, we get into the playoff round this year, we give our draft pick to New Jersey, who has it now from Tampa, and then next year, if we don't make the playoffs, we're a lottery team. I'm not hoping we do this, but if this happens, and we get to keep our pick, that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is we don't make the playoffs this year, we get a mid-range first-round pick, and then we don't make the playoffs next year, and we have to give that pick to New Jersey. So let's just beat Minnesota and make sure that New Jersey gets our pick this season. So no, I don't think it's a guarantee for sure. Justin, Boston pizza is good, lots of cheese. I want to try pizza next time in Canada. Yeah, it's just okay. But Justin, yeah, pizza's okay. Knock 629, Saturday night Canucks game at Clay's will be amazing. Okay, we'll book it. Not sure which Saturday night, but we will make it happen. Dexter, his work had a car that was painted in Bruins colors so we could smash it. I went ham. Okay, Dexter, make sure that I never make you mad and that you're always on my side. Brock, hockey night in Canada at Clay's house is greater than hockey night. Hockey night at Clay's house is greater than hockey night in Canada. Yeah, we could play hockey outside. We could go jump on the trampoline in the back, sit around the fire pit. We can watch TV here, eat some sushi. You guys can drink beer. I'll drink, only if you're old enough. I'll drink my pop or water, and we'll do a live stream. Doesn't that sound like a really cool night? I think that sounds like a great night. Then someone can challenge Sean on NHL 20. It'll be great. It'll be great. Nux also gives a B+. Yes. Nyquist, I wish the NHL had a most improved player. I say JT Miller would be the front runner. Yeah, I agree, Nyquist, that I'm sure there are a lot of players in a lot of cities that would they claim to it, but Miller, yeah, just to see what he did and how he led our team in scoring, how he was such a leader to our team and made our team tougher to play against. Absolutely, I'd say JT Miller would be a front runner for that. Great point. Ryan, don't forget that game Cody went bar down. There was a line brawl. Yes, there was, because Marchand went low on Salo. I remember that. Marchand's such a jerk. Nux, improve will probably be Zibanejad. Yes, he actually had a really good year as well. Brock, Canucks is a scary team when healthy. I agree. Justin, JT Miller has talked about around the league. That's good. He should be. Nux about so Clay has a dog. Shannon has a cat. So what does Gio have for a pet, Clay? I don't know, Nuts and Bolts. I did not ask him that question when I interviewed him for my Zoom chat series, but I will ask him next time I see him what kind of animal Gio has. I'm not sure if he does, because I don't think he's referred to one, but you never know. He maybe just doesn't talk about him. But I was aware that Shannon has a cat. Even though I don't watch his videos, I was aware of that. Rios, I feel like Besser going to go off next year. I hope so too. He's been fine, he hasn't been scoring as many goals, but he's still getting the points. And remember, we have Pettersson and Miller to get a lot of points, goals for us now. Jarhead, do you have any coworkers that hate the Canucks even though they were born and raised here? Do you find them annoying? I used to have a coworker that decorated his cubicle with Oilers gear. That's really funny. No, I don't have any coworkers that hate the Canucks. I have coworkers that don't care for the Canucks though, so they like to bug me, which is fine. But I hired a guy that's been here for 6 years now, who I work with. I'm actually his boss, but a really good guy named Erwin, who's from Edmonton. So he still has Edmonton Oilers stuff in his office. And once in a while I pretend, I joke around about breaking his Oilers drinking glass or doing something to his paraphernalia. But no, he's a really good guy. We're good friends. And yes, so I have one Oilers fan who I'm in charge of, and his office is right next to me. Edmund, if you were to go to Boston Pizza, what would you order? I go for pasta usually. Yeah, I go for those like kind of spicy potato chips. I used to get these the steak bites, but they don't have those anymore. So I'll get a pizza usually, or a pasta, split one with Gail. Elfrin, that would be a blast. Boston Pizza, no, my house. Okay, Jarhead, The Office gave him a hard time, never could understand it. About the Oilers. Yeah, about the Oilers gear for sure. You're saying he could never understand it. Brock, the hockey guy was playing street hockey with Michael Bublé 2 days ago. That is pretty cool. Okay, that is a video I will check out. The hockey guy was playing street hockey with Bublé. How did that happen? That's pretty cool. Let's see. Nuts and Bolts. So Clay, you have a dog. Okay, I think you asked that already. I read that already. So we'll find out about Gio. Jarhead, born and raised in Vancouver, yet an Oilers fan. Yeah, not everyone that's from here will be a Canucks fan. Dexter, Bugs and Cheese is #1, Pizza Poutine #2. Tayyab, which defenseman should the Canucks pursue if they lose Tanev and Stetcher, or just one of them? Yeah, Tayyab, I looked that up before we came, and obviously we're talking about right-handed defensemen. Tyson Barrie jumps to the top of my list. I know there's a rumor that there's a trade for him with Stetcher going the other way. Some would say he was overpriced in Colorado and Toronto. I don't think Toronto used him well. If we lose Tanev and Stetcher, and we get rid of another contract, I would actually entertain bringing Tyson Barrie in, right-hand shot. You know, Pietrangelo is a right-handed shot as well, but he's very, no, I'm not sure about Pietrangelo. I know that, who's the other guy that used to play there? Shattenkirk is a right-handed shot, but he's a little older. I know Travis Hamonic is a right-handed shot. I like him. I know that Sammy Vatanen is a right-handed shot. So there's 3 or 4 options there that could play on the right side. Even TJ Brody can play on the right side. So there's some options. I don't know if Brody or Giordano would come over here, given that they play for, you know, Pacific Division rival. But I looked up Vatanen, I looked up Shattenkirk, among others that could play on the right side, along with Tyson Barrie. I'm not sure if the Canucks have that kind of money to spend. All those guys are going to be looking at $4, $5, $6 million for some of them. Maybe not Shattenkirk. He's coming off a really cheap deal right now, but we'll see. Good question though. But I think those are some options right there. If they don't want to go for tune experience because they already have Hughes, Rafferty is probably going to come up. So I think you need more of a veteran guy for sure. Nyquist, if not Horvat, what other player would you want to serve as the Canucks captain? Great question, Nyquist. You know, some people were even, before Horvat was named, some were already saying it should be Pettersson and there's a small small swelling of support for that. JT Miller would be good. Obviously, we talked about that, and he's shown a lot of leadership. You know, Edler, Tanev, Sutter, they're a little older. They could all be on their way out in certain ways. So I think you want to go with someone young. And I don't think it's too much responsibility for a guy like Pettersson. But I would look at Pettersson or Miller or even Besser. Any of those guys could be good captains. I think you want to go with someone younger for sure. Or not necessarily too young. JT Miller, no one would call him like a spring chicken. But I would say JT Miller would be an excellent captain. Tanny or Tanev, I thought that was his nickname. PD for captain. Pettersson without a question. Yep, there's a couple more. That's good. Justin, best case scenario, Canucks go on a cup run this year, win it all, and betting trades for a first round next year. That brings up being a lotto pick, giving the Canucks their first cup and first lotto win back to back. Justin, that is an awesome scenario. I'm not sure if any of those things are realistic, but I like it. When I read it like that, that sounds really good. Rome, ask Lego Rocks what his sign-off line means. I can't figure it out. Yeah, I don't think he even says it properly now. I think it's kind of his shtick, but I know there's something about social rock, social Lego Rocks night. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's kind of funny. It just sounds like but yeah, okay, I'll ask him. Or you can ask him too, Rome. But I think people have asked him before on his videos, because I do watch Lego's videos. I think people have asked him before, and I don't think he's ever said what he says, actually. Like, he's never typed it up. Next, Miller, PD, too young to lead a team. Yeah, so you're just saying Miller, PD's too young to lead a team. That's fair. Jarhead, if you're from Edmonton, it's okay to be an Oilers fan. I just don't understand the ones that are from Vancouver. Yeah, but, you know, there's some people here that like Toronto, like Montreal, like the Rangers, so maybe. Edler or Miller for captain, for Dexter, yep. Nux, PD, really young for the C, yeah. We've seen that a couple times now. Ryan, been DJing since 2012. That's sweet. Brock, it wasn't a video he posted, a picture with Buble in his community section. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, I will check that out, Brock. I will look in the community section of the Hockey Guys channel. Thank you. Mr. Pucker, born in Edmonton, but Canucks are my favorite. There you go. Real Strat, Lego Rough, sign off. Socials is 99 and buy. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Socials is 99 and buy. So I think he's saying social media or something, social channels, Lego Rocks 99, but who knows? But that's a good guess. Alfred, honestly, I'd love to find a guy who can blast the puck from the point. That's what Canucks are lacking. Yeah, Hughes, Reels, I'm not sure you're asking Hughes for captain or for blasting the puck. Yeah, we haven't had a guy like Salo or someone who can smash it in a while. Jarhead, I know another guy that hated the Canucks, decided to cheer for LA. He actually flew to LA for the Stanley Cup Finals and posted pics celebrating. None of us gave him any respect. Yeah, but to each his own. You know, maybe he was probably waiting for that day for a long time. You can't fault him for that. But he's lucky that they won a cup. Rome, out of the Canucks' 3 assistant coaches, Baumgartner, Brown, and Malhotra, who has the best shot at becoming a head coach in your opinion? I don't think Noel Brown will be a head coach because some people like his power play work, but a lot of people don't. I'm not sure Baumgartner has head coach written all over him. Malhotra, although Baumgartner was a former player as well, I could see Malhotra. I'm not sure about Malhotra either. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if any of the 3 of them would be a head coach. I'm sure they're great assistant coaches. If I had to pick one, though, I'll pick Malhotra, just because I think all 3 are very well respected, but I think Malhotra will have some name cachet to him for sure. Dexter, he said it, what he says in his outro before, but I can't remember. Oh, that's cool, Dexter. Nyquist, I'm a Wings fan from Nova Scotia. Weird how that stuff happens. Yes, Nyquist, I was aware that you're a Wings fan, and I was aware that you're from Nova Scotia. Wait, are you living in Nova Scotia right now? Like, are you there right now? Isn't it 3 a.m.? But let me know. But maybe that's when you do your best work. Nyquist, is it? Are you in Nova Scotia right now? And is it indeed 3 a.m.? Justin retracted his message. Dexter, fire Brown. Ryan, just want to tell everyone DJing is not easy. Yes, I believe it. Justin, Manny Malhotra, didn't that guy win 40 faceoffs in a game once? I'm not sure about 40, but yes, I agree with Malhotra. Nyquist, yes, you are. It's 3 a.m. Wow, Nyquist, you're awesome, man. Thanks for being up. Or maybe you're just pumping out like 5 videos tonight too. Dexter, Nyquist, were you close to the Nova Scotia shooting? Good question. Jarhead, nah, he just jumped on the bandwagon when LA started getting good. Okay, that's fair. There's some bandwagon jumpers around. All right, we're at the 55-minute mark. I want to get off in the next 5 minutes by 11. So I will take the next 5 questions if they are questions. I'll answer them in the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, I will sign off. But it was great. 40 minutes away, scary stuff. Oh, that's crazy, Nyquist. That's crazy. So we had Nyquist in here, pretty cool. YouTuber, Joshua Griffiths, who's a YouTuber in here as well. We had a lot of regulars. We had a lot of people that coming for the first time in a while, and yeah, and that's awesome. And I'll stay on for 5 more minutes. But if you have to go, you have to go. Nyquist, awesome stream. Good night, Clay. Nyquist, thanks for being on here, especially being 4 hours ahead of us. So thank you for being on, and good. Keep up doing the good work. Ali Mott, hi Clay, how are you? Hello, Ali. Nice to see you, and I'm glad you are here. If anyone recognizes Ali's last name, yeah, you'll recognize her last name. Ryan, you and I should do an Instagram. You and I should go Instagram live. Yeah, Ryan, I've decided not to do the Instagram live and the Facebook lives for a while, just because being busy with church stuff. But yeah, we can certainly set that up in the future. Joshua Griffith, what do you make of the Canucks free agent fiasco? Joshua, clarify your question and I can answer it. Are you talking about the guys that are going to become free agents? Let me know, Joshua, and I'll answer it before I sign off in the next 4 minutes. Rob, I have a tiny channel. Oh, good. So Rob's got all you guys have YouTube channels. That's why you're on here. But whether or not you post on there is another thing. So Rob has a tiny channel video. So check out Rob's videos as well. Check out Joshua's videos. Check out Nyquist's videos. I'll wait for Joshua to type out his question. And while we're waiting, so it sounds like we've decided that when the NHL returns to play, I'm going to be hosting a playoff party here. And then it will be a night where we have good food, good times. Then we're all going to do a live stream all behind me from my living room. That's fine. So it sounds like we've decided on that. So that's cool. Joshua. Yeah, Tana, Toffoli, Markstrom, Stetcher. I believe that Markstrom is 1A, Toffoli is 1B. I think Tanev is gone. I think Stetcher and Virtanen, they're going to play hardball with them. And that's what I think is going to happen. Then you have Josh Levo kind of waiting too with no bargaining power, and Oscar Fantenberg, kind of an afterthought. I think Fantenberg is gone. So yeah, there's a lot to be done. But as I said in my vlogs this week, if they can work something out to clear some money, Berchi, Sutter, Eriksson, I don't know how you do that. You might have to give a sweetener away, a prospect away. But there are ways to work around it. But we'll see. I just want to see how Toffoli does in the play-in round in the playoffs, because he might be so good that you don't want to let him get away. But then, of course, the better he plays, the more his contract value goes up. So it's very tricky, Joshua. There's not an easy solution, but a lot smarter people than me making those decisions. Rios, did the Canucks open their facility? Not yet. Dexter, I have 15 subs with no vids. Well, that's a good ratio then, 15 to 0. That's like infinity. Ryan, I don't have YouTube videos yet. I will my DJ streams. That's cool. Joshua, 4 thumbs up. Nucks and Bolts, JT Miller is destined to have an A on his Vancouver jersey. Actually, I have a picture of that from 2011. If you look my profile picture in full, it's about that guy below lightning strike. Okay, I'll look that up later. Joshua, oh man, me too. Could be a great piece in the future. Not sure what we were talking about there. Joshua, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. But maybe I'm completely losing it because I've been talking for an hour straight. Joshua, oh man, no, Justin Toffoli will sign for less money now. I hope so. Dexter, the Canucks can have 3 A's and a C, correct? Yeah, you can actually have up to 4 A's, I believe, but 3, because I thought the Canucks had 1 captain and 4 associates, or maybe it is 1 and 3, but yes, that sounds about right. Great show, Clay. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate that. Jarhead, Miller's awesome. Why do you think there aren't more Miller jerseys? Haven't seen one yet. Yeah, that's a good question. I think everyone's infatuated with our big 4, Hughes, Pettersson, Besser, and Horvat. 2 A's, I think. No, I think you can have up to 3, because I definitely know that last year there were 4, because it was Horvat, Sutter, Tanev, and Edler. And then this year, I wonder if it's Horvat plus 3, I believe. Toffoli, Toffoli, great piece. Oh yeah, about Toffoli. Thank you, Joshua. Great piece in the future. Yeah, it looks like we're winding down because everyone's starting to say the good night. So start saying your good nights, everyone. Captain, Horvat, assistants, Miller, Edler, Pedersen. Thank you, Dexter. Ryan, have a good night, brother. Good luck DJing tonight, Ryan. Rios, I'm waiting for PD to get an A, then I'll buy his jersey. That's fine. Rob, thanks for a great night, everyone. See you all next Saturday. Thank you, Rob. Justin, Toffoli. I don't know. I hope so. Edmund, I'm waiting to get JT Miller player t-shirt. That's cool. Joshua, 3-buck can rotate. Awesome. Alfred, anyway, Clay, I'm going to bed now. Thank you. See you next stream. God bless you too. Justin, thanks. Oh, okay. Everyone's saying good night. Okay. That's why I never try and read through all the good nights. So everyone else, put your good nights in there as I wrap up in the next minute. Please like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, but you're likely already subbed, that's why you're here. And thank you. As I always say at the start and at the end, I know you could be doing anything else right now, but I appreciate that you spent an hour with me. And I'm looking forward to the day where we not only hang out like this, but we have Canucks games to talk about, Canucks practices to talk about, Canucks line combos to talk about, and then we're gonna have to plan the big party at my place sometime later this summer. So there we go. Yeah, I look forward to providing more content this week. I'll go look up the hockey guy now and see him playing hockey with Buble. I'll look up that Imagine Dragons, Katy Perry mashup, and I look forward to seeing you guys online throughout the week. So stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Thanks again. Thanks for joining me for tonight, and I hope you guys all stay safe and be good. God bless, and go Canucks go.